Hey guys, Iceman here. So I'm going to try the cow level with my barbarian, my frenzied barb. And I've actually been using some whirlwind lately as well. I was never much of a fan of whirlwind, but in Path of Diablo it's quite towed. There's a lot of endgame barbarian builds. In fact, if you look at the ladder on the Path of Diablo trading site / portal, you can see that a lot of the top tier barbarians are whirlwind barbs. Now, my whirlwind damage sucks. It's only a level 1 whirlwind. But I decided to try it out anyway. I'll show you the damage. See, that's only 3,000 max. And this is without the might of my merc just yet. He hasn't casted that aura yet. And I'm doing decent damage, but could be a hell of a lot better. I actually attained a Breath of the Dying. Another base, like it's told. Let me show you guys. And I appreciate, man, you let me use this shit. Fuck. Okay, I feel like a dick, but I mean, a bunch of folks been hitting me up lately. Okay, it's Chris. I think it's Chris who hooked me up with that shit. Yeah, thank you, Chris, for that. That thing is damn toad. So what I plan to do is make another one right here, man. And I found a Burr rune, so I might trade that for a Vex rune and a Zod rune. I think I could get both of those with a Burr, but I haven't really verified that just yet. So this might be a toad, see, because the one that I'm using is actually a bottom end roll, man. I mean, that's the lowest it goes, right? I think it ranges from 350 to 400. The lifesteal is not bad. Lifesteal ranges from 12 to 15, but I think that's the only other variance in this item. The death is a pretty shitty roll as well, but maybe I'll get another one of those eventually, another base for that. But yeah, his gear, bruh, pretty damn basic shit that I've been using for a while now. But anyway, let's see how he handles the cows. You can just hold right click and go at it. Something else I've been experimenting with just a little bit, and I think this will help in the tiers. It's called Grim Ward. Yeah, just a minute. My mark is going to be so fucked here. Come on, where's the Grim Ward? There it is. See what it does to the cows? You see the little wavy things over their heads? Yeah. It takes away a lot of their physical resistance, alright? I have 1 point into it. You just have to do it on a corpse, and it turns the corpse into this Grim Ward, which lasts 16 seconds at this level. It's level 7. Has a radius of 7 yards, and it's free to cast. That's pretty tight. No mana. You just have to make a kill, and it has to be, you know, a monster or a demon. I don't think it works with undead. From my experimenting, so yeah, it's really convenient to reduce their physical resistance by 22%. So that really comes into effect in the tiers. I don't really need it here so much, but the tiers are such a bitch. And I have been playing the druid, but I started playing this barb more. I just kind of missed frenzy and weapon combinations, so I'll be making some videos on that. Alright, I just made a Lawbringer. It's actually quite toad. Let me show you. But Death and Breath of the Dying are epic. And these ones are very poorly rolled. But I didn't give a shit, man. I got a great deal on them from Colin. So I have only a 1-socketed Ariats, and I need to get a 3-socketed one. I don't think that IES does anything for this character. For my testing, it doesn't do shit. So I can put 2 of these in a 3-socketed one, like 29 max damage jewels. It's toad. I found this in the Chaos the other day. And 1 15 max damage / melee splash jewel. So yeah, I'll be using that. And another arrow on here hooked me with that. Dude, comment if you will, man. I know you hooked me up with that shit. And you also hooked me up with that wind hammer. I'll just be testing that stuff with my druid. So he showed his druid to me, this other guy by the name of Arrow. And his droid is pretty epic. He has a wind hammer with 5 sockets. Has an rune in it for open wounds and a few shells and a couple other things. But yeah, a lot of style points for using that shit. And I followed him around a tier and he was just wasting the hell out of things. The tornadoes, you know, cast like crazy and stun the hell out of everything. You can even max the droid's tornado synergy. Yeah, to more fully benefit from that. But fuck, as you can see, the barb is slow as hell, you know, doing this stuff, doing the cows. But you know what, it's chillax gameplay, man. I mean, I got an Amazon, you know, a boson who can clear this damn place. Like a minute flat. Maybe. And, but, you know, there's something to be had with a character who just hacks away, you know what I mean? He's very defensive, although he's not that defensive. He's not nearly as defensive as the druid. Which reminds me, I have a storm shield I'm going to slam, just a minute. Because I actually have a storm shield on switch with this guy. And if I make another Breath of the Dying, I could have one on switch. You know? On switch, I could have my weaker Breath of the Dying along with storm shield. And just whirlwind. You know, that would be Toad. Now check this out. I found this the other day in tier... I think it was tier 2. With my druid. So, we're going to slam this hog. Don't go, Baba, you son of a bitch! Damn it! 10% increased cold damage? I don't know. Do cold sorks like this? You know? Do blizzard sorks, frozen orb sorks like that? I don't know, man. Damn. Yeah, that roll sucked. I have a 30 storm shield that Gary hooked me up with way back. But yeah, this barbarian hasn't been a handout character, but I did take that Berserker Axe base as a handout. You know, I was just like, screw it, man. This thing is a toad, and it's just a base. You know what I mean? Even though it's probably worth a high rune to the right buyer. But he wanted to hook me up with that thing, and, you know, liked the videos, so thanks, man. Chris from Australia. But anyway. Okay, we'll try some whirlwind. Yeah, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. It's barbarian. But if I get a ton of max damage jewels on him, I mean, yeah, it's probably not going to make that much of a difference, you know? And if I get the Breath of the Dying, that is going to have, like, 530 max damage. You know? Somewhere around there. So about 60 more max damage. Does that calculate the same that just, like, another, like, 260... or a bunch of max damage jewels would count for, you know what I mean? And then it applies here. I don't know how the fucking shit is calculated, man. Now, if that's the case, it's actually going to add quite a bit of damage. I mean, it could add like 600 damage or something. Not even to mention the minimum damage that it's going to gain as well. So that'll be Toad. So yeah. Then I can compare a pussy Breath of the Dying versus a manly Breath of the Dying. Assuming I get a decent roll. You know, worst case scenario, it's going to roll 365. Oh, shit. Look at this. Yeah, I need to go slam these right now. Alright. Because mine are just CNC. Damn, they have a low... Okay. 238, so not the best demon damage on there, but it'll have to do. We'll slam these hogs. Poison res. Don't need it. Alright, only, okay, 14. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'll be useful to some folks. I don't know, maybe I have a character who could use it as well. But anyway, yeah, let me know if you need that shit, okay? Fuck, I gotta give a little bit more. I tossed an Umrun the other day. You know who you are, man. And I was like, you spot me back, right? And been given so much shit, you know what I mean? Like sometimes Iceman just likes to take and take and take. It's probably not all that healthy, you know what I mean? What? I'm just trying to be honest. But anyway, I don't want anything fucking back for that Umrun. You know, that's the bottom line. I was half just joking anyway. You know? I just thought it'd be funny. You spot me back, bro? Was that not funny? Thought maybe it would be funny. I mean, shit. That was after I was given a few goodies too, but... Alright, digging myself a hole here. Anyway, the Frenzy Barbarian is a bitch for the cow level. It's the bottom line. But you can still do it. I think I'll make some videos with shitty-ass gear. Because part of me wants to make a Barbarian for the first character this ladder reset. But everybody knows that they suck for that. You know, you have to have decent gear in order to, you know, keep going through Nightmare in Hell with the Barbarian. Granted, if you get this Frenzy signal early on, it helped tremendously in Hell. With the physical immunes, and anyone, because they're all so damn physical resistant nonetheless. I think they have like 50% physical resistance. So you need to do that magic damage that they don't resist highly. But yeah, it'd be a challenge, you know, to make a self-found character or self-traded combination of both. No handouts for that motherfucker. Okay, you heard it here first. And it's gonna be a pain in the ass, so. But it'd be a challenge, you know. That might be kind of enticing. A challenge. So we'll see how that goes. But here's Lawbringer. Lawbringer's still pretty decent. I think it's been nerfed some. I don't know if Sanctuary, like a level 16 one, still gives you like 600% damage to undead. I don't think it breaks undead physical immunities either like it used to. It was really told back then. And it certainly doesn't knock back undead. It has a different aura now. See that? It's like the beams coming from the sky. And it just does shitty damage to everyone. Is what that is, so it's not very helpful. Of course, back in the day, it would knock back the undead. But of course, with that, in some instances, that was almost annoying, how it continually knocked them back, like all these knights and stuff. But it was very defensive against them. Yeah, the thing about Lawbringer, even though it does shitty damage, it does cast Decrepify quite a bit. You know? Of course, your Merc will as well if he's using it like mine is. But then you gotta wait for him to get up to the enemy. And, oh, look at that. Alright. Does anyone need a trap, GC? On the Iceman, okay? That's right, I be giving this shit away for free. Just one fucking trap, GC. Probably barely even worth a Lumrune, but... Although I don't know that. You know, I don't know how well trap assassins are doing these days. I kind of want to make one. But the problem is Death Sentry has been nerfed. It doesn't do 60 to 80% corpse damage anymore, or corpse life as damage. It does like 29 corpse life converted to damage. It's fucking bullshit. It really sucks. It really sucks, man. The Death Sentry. I mean, they must have done it for balancing purposes, you know, for the tiers or something. Even though the tiers, yes, they have higher HP, but still, your corpse explosion is going to be based off of that higher HP, and it's a very low percentage, you know, compared to what it used to be. So, let me know if you need that trap, DC. Alright, I haven't been drinking coffee today. It's fucking boring. Just trying to get off the caffeine, man. Again. Go off and on with that shit. I feel like it adds to my like stress and stuff like that. Like I probably stress a little bit more when I'm on caffeine. Probably don't sleep as well, but and other things as well I think are probably to my detriment with caffeine. But I think that's in general. You know what I mean? Like everyone's on that shit, aren't they? It seems like everyone's fucking drinking caffeine, man. And that should be telling, you know, that everyone's doing it. Perhaps there should be a red flag in that. But I don't know. Today I didn't have any, and it fucking sucks. So, I'm gonna cut this video short now. But like this video if you will. Oh, shit! I made a nice new patron page, okay? Son of a bitch. But it's not up. Here we go. It's not supposed to look like this, but... Okay, there's my patrons. Yep. Thank you guys for supporting the Iceman. I appreciate you guys. If you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. I'll call you out next video, man. So I decided to give like my top contributors, you know, a nice little red around their name. So thank you guys. And if you will, like this video, subscribe to the page. I'm looking forward to Ladder Reset. Let me know what you guys are going to be this Ladder Reset. You know, what character are you going to roll at first? I might just do the Sorceress because what sucks is when I make a character that's less commonly made on the Ladder Reset, like I sometimes do, expectedly, you know, I fall behind. People are finding all the good runes and stuff, and I'm just hacking away with a pussy-ass barbarian or something like that. And you just can't find shit. So, it does sound kind of fun doing that, but I'm thinking, I mean, shit, I might just go with Sorceress, okay? And I know everyone does that, but I really don't have too much experience with the Sorceress. I made that Lightning Sword. I don't even play her anymore. But, yeah, I really don't play the Sorcs much. It might be kind of fun to start running the bosses. That's something that I rarely ever do. I rarely ever do meth runs or Andy runs, although Andy runs I think are useless now. Does she drop shit in hell now in Path of Diablo? I know the Andy bug is no more. So maybe meth runs are where it's at. And I rarely ever do those. But maybe it'd be fun to try that, you know, just find all the basic uniques for a minute. But I'd probably get bored and I'll make another character. But let me know who you guys are going to play as this Ladder Reset. What kind of build are you going to roll initially? Maybe the Hydra Sorc with Frozen Orb. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Peace be with you.